What's up, world? My name is Darian Cahill.
And I'm Jeremy Jeffers.
And we are the founders of the hottest new sports app in the country.
The Sports Cube mobile app hosts a variety of sports, over 45 sports to be exact, from basketball, football, baseball, soccer, to hunting, racing, competitive cheer, fishing, and more.
Sports Cube gives you 24/7 access to post and upload sports content, connect with friends, upload sports products using the free built-in shop feature, and find a sports therapist that can help you with the mental part of your game.
The app also helps you find a sports trainer in any part of the country to take your game to the next level. You can also host and find a pickup game in any sport in your area.
So download the Sports Cube mobile app today. It's free to download, so download now in the Google Play Store or the Apple Store.
What's up, everybody? It's Jeremy Jeffers with What's the Alternative Podcast. I am back with episode 3. We got a very, very special guest in the building. Former Tar Heel, former Greenfield Knight like myself, and now current Chicago Bull, my guy, Coby White. What's up, bro?
What's going on?
Ain't nothing much. Look, man, so we're going to dive right into it, bro. A lot of people know you, from your basketball skills, but talk to me about your childhood and growing up. Some things people may not know about how you grew up.
I grew up in Goldsboro, North Carolina. A lot of people think I'm from Wilson.
Yeah.
I'm from Goldsboro.
By the way.
I'm from Goldsboro.
Yeah.
I grew up in Goldsboro. It was me, my brother. I got a sister, my mom and dad. I didn't have a whole lot growing up. I grew up in a single wide trailer. So I basically, Wilson, Goldsboro, ain't much to do. The area, right. But ain't much to do. But the hoop.
Right.
The hoop, and you go to school, but ain't really done, everything else to get into is what you should be getting into.
Right.
So yeah, I grew up. I always been around basketball. My dad played at Central for 2 years, and my brother played at Marshall University. So ever since I can remember, basketball been my life. My mom played in high school, so my whole family athletic. So
right.
It was kind of bred into me.
Right. Tell me how, as you said, like in this area. Tell me how you kept yourself out of trouble. I know basketball was a big reason, but there's still a lot of temptation outside of working out.
For sure, and it's you definitely get presented it.
Right.
It's in your face.
Right.
Yeah. I had good family. I come from a great family. My brother and sister kind of set the way. They made it out, and my sister's really successful. My brother's really successful, and I had 2 great parents that raised me. And I think a big thing for me was just surrounding myself with people that was good for me, and not surrounding myself with people on the wrong path.
Yeah, that's a big key to just life in general. Yeah. If anybody want to be successful,
for sure.
So let's dive into high school. What made you choose Greenfield over going to Eastern Wayne? Either way, if you guys don't know, Coby is the leading scorer all time in North Carolina history for points. But you would have did it at either school, in my opinion. But what was your reasoning for not going to Eastern Wayne High?
It was just a better situation than Greenfield. It was a better situation. My brother actually, you and my brother are around the same age, and
right.
You knew him, and he grew up with Cahill.
Right.
So he wanted to actually come to Greenfield.
Right.
When he was in high school, so that's how we kind of knew about it. But my mom didn't let him say he didn't really take basketball serious because he was so good at football.
Right.
So that's how we kind of knew about it. And then so we asked Cahill about it, and he said it was great. And I knew it was a lot of competition in private school.
Right.
So and the year before that, I knew the type of talent that Greenfield produced and things of that sort. So I don't know. It was just better for me to sacrifice and go to Greenfield,
right,
academically and for sports. So that's kind of what I chose. And yeah, I always score more at Eastern Wayne.
I think so. Like you averaged 50 at Eastern Wayne. It would have been crazy. So talk to me about your freshman and sophomore year, when you knew, like, all right, either season, when you knew, like, I can do something with this. I can go play in college.
So my freshman year, Coach Saul was the first one to ever believe that I could be where I'm at today. Like he was telling me, and I was in 9th grade. I was a little skinny kid.
Right.
I think back then I was about 5'10", 5'11". I think my freshman year we played Westland when they had like Harry Giles, Jalen Johnson, Quay Parker. Yeah, and that was really good. Brandon Childers, who was killing that weight this year.
Right.
Well, his whole 4 years he was killing. He put a lot of people wrong.
Right.
But they had them, and they was ranked like top 10 in the country. They was ranked.
Right.
And we went up there, we played Westland. Everybody expected us to get blown out, get killed. Went up there, I had like 25. I had like 25 against, some of the best players in the country, top kids in the country. And nobody knew who I was, but after that game, like, I blew up. Like, around North Carolina, not nationally, but just around North Carolina. I kind of put my name on the radar. And I said, if I can do that against an ACC guard, got 2 guys that went to Tennessee, and, the number 1 player in the country, like, I feel like I can do it to anybody at any level. So that's when I realized, like, I can go somewhere in basketball, like the college, just the college, like Division I.
Right. So, getting into talking about your father, man. So everybody knows, your hashtag is FMF, which is for my father. We all knew Doc, man. He was a great, great person. He had a great heart. And but tell me, when it happened, that I know it was tough because I was there with you when it happened. But just talk about how you got through it and how it pushed you to go harder.
I don't know. It was hard for sure when I found out. I mean, I ain't tell a lot of people, but you guys I got through it through you guys and my boys and my family. I had a lot of people in my corner. Right. And y'all helped me through it. I don't know. Only thing my dad wanted to do was see me play basketball, especially at Carolina. That's all he wanted to do. So, even when I'm out there on the court, like, he's always with me, he's always watching, and I believe it. So, it's difficult from time to time because you wish he was here. Right. I wish he was there on my draft night. I wish he was there, when I was, in the league, going to see my games. So, but like I always tell people, it's life. You know, things happen. It just depends on how you bounce back from it. Right. I had choices to make. I could have gave up. It would have been easy for me to just say, forget everything else. Right. Like, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Right. My dad ain't around no more. I gotta take care of my mom. I'm alone at the house. I gotta do what I gotta do. Right. But I was just, my mom wouldn't allow me to do that. And she, installed me to be a good person and stay on the right path. And right. It meant a lot to me. So, yeah. That's good, man. Your family are definitely great people, and you know how to uplift everybody around you. And y'all are very, very tight knit. So let's speak on that a little bit, because I'm familiar with your brother, and just now getting a chance through the high school to kind of know your mom. You met your sister just in and out of conversation, but talk about your family and the influence that they have on you, and and just how tight knit you guys are, how important it is to have family. Since I was little, me, my brother and my sister all been close, even though we're so far apart in age. Like, my brother's 8 years older than me, and then my sister's 8 years older than my brother, so essentially she's 16 years older than me. Right. So it's a big age difference, but really that never bothered us. And never, some kids, they have brothers and sisters, but when they're far apart in age, they're not really close, and they always say, well, they're so much older than me. Right. And we never let that stop us from building a great relationship. Right. We're really close. We're tight. My brother and my sister are like my best friends. They know everything about me. We know everything about each other. And I don't know, it's just important. Right. It's important to have family in your corner because they can get you through so much more than you never could understand. Right. Like I always say, I tell everybody, my family, they wake up every morning, they push me to be a better person, not just a better basketball player, but a better person, a better man. Right. My brother challenges me every day to be better than what I was the day before. Right. And I don't know, it's just, when you got somebody you can lean on through your tough times, like, it's important for you, and it keeps you from doing stuff you don't need to be doing, I feel like. So, like I said, without them, I wouldn't be where I'm at for sure. Right. Especially my mom. My mom is like my rock. Right. I call her like my big homie. Right. Because she just always there for me no matter what. Like, whenever I'm going through anything, like, I know I can call her. That mom loves a little different. It's a little different. She always give you the right advice. She always give you what you need, and they always tell you what you need to hear and not what you want to hear. Right. Exactly.
So, diving back into hoops, in high school, you made the decision to go to Carolina and you played with CP3 on the AAU circuit when you really blew up. So, tell me about who was recruiting you when you made your decision, and why was Carolina the school?
I think I had a lot of schools recruiting me. I think I had come out. By that time, I knew that I wanted to go to either. I wanted to stay close to home either way.
Right.
But only exception I had, like I really love Providence.
Right.
Like the way they recruited me, and
Right.
I was a big fan of Chris Dunn when he was at Providence. So, and I knew how they played their point guard, so I was already like hooked on that. But other than that, it was Wake Forest and Clemson, and then Carolina.
Right.
I don't know, man. You know,
Yeah, that's what I always wanted. I always wanted to know, because I mean, and all the people want to know, because you committed before, like, you really blew up.
Yeah.
Like, you blew up. I was blowing up, but like after it was like, oh my God! If you would have waited, you could have had any school in the country.
School, yeah.
So like, what made you go ahead and say this? Carolina was family.
Cause I think this is how I was raised, and when I went to Carolina for my visit, before they had offered me my first time going there, like I tell people, we was literally in Coach Williams' office. We sat and talked for like 2 hours.
Right.
After I played pickup with the team.
Right.
We sat and talked for like 2 hours, and my dad and my mom was a big influence on me, like I said before. And my dad made a great connection with Coach Williams. Like they was like cool. It would be times they be talking on the phone.
Right.
And Coach not even talking to me.
Right.
It was just he wanted to talk to my dad. So it was that type of thing. And I'm big on, like I said, as you said, I'm big on family, loyalty, trust, building relationships. And Carolina, that's all they built on. Upon. And when I went to go play pickup, and there was former players, and the players that was there, they were genuine, good people, and it was fun. I had a good time. And I don't know, it was just, I would literally woke up one day, like, once I got the offer, I think I committed like 2 or 3 days after. I woke up one day and I was like, I texted the group chat, my family group chat, and I was like, I'm going, like, I feel like Carolina's the place for me, and that's where I want to go. So they was like, well, you know, it was your decision and whatnot. So I think later on that day I announced it.
Did getting the recruiting process over with, did that play a part? As all, like, when you get to that level, I was recruited heavily from the mid-major tier. But, you know, when schools are calling you nonstop, you're on the phone for 30, 40 minutes, answering the same questions. Yeah, coach, I grew up. Oh, yeah, coach, I grew up. I mean, it's like a broken record. Did that play a factor or not really?
No, not really. Because like you said, that's before I had really blew up. So I didn't even know what it was like to really go through that type of process where you got different schools calling you every day. Like I said, I only had about, by that time I only offered about 8 or 9 schools. That was it. And I don't know, it was just, for me, I was like, I knew I wanted to stay close to home. And I knew I wanted to go to a blue blood at the end of the day. And I feel like Carolina was going to put me in a position to where I can fulfill my dreams to the fullest.
So, talk to me about first day at Carolina. Talk to me about the adjustment of college. Because I know we talked about it when we was working in high school, but you didn't believe me. Nobody believes you until they get there. But talk about like the adjustment of, you know, having to get on the schedule, going from weights, conditioning, to class, to practice. Talk about that and how difficult that was for you.
It's different. It's different. Because when I'm in high school, you think you working. Like, you think you going, like, you working hard, and you think you working your body to its limits, but you're really not at the end of the day. I remember my first day, because at Carolina, I think we had 7 a.m. weights. Because you go in the summer, you have summer school. 7 a.m. weights, we was in there for about 2 hours. So 7 to like 9, 9, and then you go to class. And then after class, you go to study hall. Well, I was a freshman, so I had mandatory study hall. So I went to study hall, and then from there you go play pickup. That's how we do it at Carolina. You go play pickup, and then you get your work in like on your own. So I remember my first day, it was me, Nas, and Leaky. I'm gonna let the freshmen, they watch this video, I'm gonna let them figure it out. But you don't do what the rest of the team do. Just because your body, you know, it's
needs
not,
to develop.
It's not, it's not where they at, and you gotta know all the techniques. You know how you gotta know the techniques. You gotta know the form. So you do other stuff. They had us in there doing, never mind. But they had us in there like about to die. The first day, me and Licky and Nas was about to die.
Yeah.
And I remember my first week, I looked terrible at pickup.
Yeah.
I was terrible. I thought I was in my head. I'm like, they think I'm a bum.
Yeah.
They gotta think I'm not good.
Yeah.
My body wasn't used to that. So I was like, it was days. I was like, I ain't score.
Right.
I ain't score. I ain't get to the cup. I was just passing because I couldn't
Right.
get past my man. I couldn't get past my man. And so it was hard at first, but once you get used to it, it's different. The only thing is what kids don't realize when you get to college, it ain't as much free time as you think it is.
It's not.
You want to schedule it.
It's not.
You want to schedule
It's a job.
Yeah.
And your job is to perform. You're on scholarship, so you better get the books right. But outside of that, I mean,
really
your life is pretty much dedicated to basketball.
Yeah,
it ain't no free time. It ain't no throwing frisbee like the rest of the students.
It ain't like that. It's so like for those who don't know, it's like this how my schedule was. I would wake up. Say you got class in the morning, 10 a.m., whatever. After class, you go to study hall. Especially when you're a freshman, you got mandatory study halls. So you go to study hall just to get work done. Matter of fact, no you don't. I'm tripping. I ain't been there in a minute. My bad. But you go to class, after class, you gotta squeeze in time to get something to eat. You gotta squeeze in time to get something to eat. Then you go to practice. You got 3 hour practice.
Right.
So say you got practice, we had practice at 3. You got practice from 3 to 6. Then you got study hall at night, and then you got tutoring. You got tutors too, so you gotta go to study hall, and then whatever your tutoring time is, you gotta go to tutor. So I had like 6 study hall, 7. My tutor was like 8 to 9, 8 to 9, and I had sometimes you have another one from 9 to 10. Right. So imagine you doing something all day. You get back to your room, it's like 10:30.
Yeah.
You gotta take a shower. Right. And then it's about 11. Yeah. And then it's like.
It's over.
Yeah, and then it's hard because like.
And then it's like 6 hours of sleep. And you're right back.
And then it's like you want to have time to chill, you want to have time to kick it, watch TV, or you want to have time, but you don't. Right. So it's like, I'm going to sacrifice sleep, which I'm not going to do, because you ain't going to be able to function next day, so you got to get your sleep. Right.
So what advice do you give to players nowadays who think they're ready for that level, but they have no idea? Like, what would you want to tell young kids to get prepared for the next level?
I would say just have a routine.
Right.
Just have a routine every day that you wake up. It's gonna slowly become a routine either way, whether you like it or not. But I just say you gotta keep your head on straight, and if you're in a position I am, you gotta love hooping enough to do it. Right. Like, you gotta love being there. You gotta love what you do. That's why when people don't realize why kids so many kids transfer, I feel like it's because you doing all that and say you're not playing. Right. Like you're not playing, or you feel like you should be playing and just you not, or you got disagreements with the coach. That's added stress, and you doing all of that. Right. And you telling me I'm doing all of this, and then when it's time for me to play the game I love, I'm sitting on the bench. Right. Like, so it's hard, bro. Yeah. Like, people don't realize like what college athletes go through.
Well, no, they don't. I don't think they do at all. And I went through it, and it's just it's unfortunate. It's a business. Yeah. It's when you get to that level, and coaches, they're trying to win. Yeah. So if you don't win, you get them out of there. And then so they're gonna put the players that are producing in practice or producing and sometimes it's just politics. I like this kid. I recruited this kid. Maybe these kids were here before the new coach came in, so they're gonna bring their recruits. It's a big business, man. But if you just got to find the right fit.
Yeah, that's why I was out there. It's all about situation. Right. Anywhere you go, any level. Right. High school. Right. College. Right. NBA. Just right situation.
Right. So let's jump into hoops at Carolina. So tell me about the biggest adjustment from you scoring in high school where you had all free range. Now you had to really change your whole game as far as in a system. Yeah. And you had to kind of slow yourself down to figure out, the right reads and passes and stuff like that. Tell me how that adjustment was, because you didn't start off hot when you were first at Carolina. And so talk about that.
It was hard. It was hard for me at first. Coach Williams, like I said, we got there. I earned a starting job. I wasn't necessarily supposed to start when I first got there. I earned a starting job through practice. Right. But it was hard. It was hard because coming from Greenfield, I was the number one option. Right. I was, all right, here, give you the ball. Right. And
go score.
Go score.
Yeah.
And, win the game.
Right.
Like that's how it was.
Right.
When you get to Carolina, you got so many. I got to Carolina, just so many, much more talent, much more options.
Right.
I had Cam Johnson, Kenny Williams, Luke May, Nelson Little, Garrison Brooks,
Right.
Brandon Robinson.
Right.
You know, down the line, Sterling Manley. So
Right.
you got to, as a point guard, I got to find a way to get them shots.
Right.
Like I got to find a way to put them in positions to score.
Right.
And I ain't never had to do that before.
Right.
So when I first started, I remember my first couple of games, that was bad.
Right.
Like that was bad. And I remember I had a meeting with Coach Williams, and he was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
He was like, am I giving you too much responsibility type thing? And I'm like, nah, I don't know what's wrong with me. Like,
I think it was more like, and when I watched some of your games, it was like, you'll come off a screen, it's like, like I'm so used to shooting this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Garrison is wide open on the roll, so or this guy's open in the corner, but you know, you just indecisive because of what your brain normally tells you.
Yeah.
You've been scoring for 4 years. Well, on down.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So it was, I went to his office and we had the meeting, and he basically was just like, look, at the end of the day, I believe in you no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And when you just being Coby, you're great.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of, once I got that message across to me, he talked to me once I got the message across, and we talked about some more things, you know, but it was just, I don't know. Then we went to play Texas. Right after that meeting, we went to play Texas. And that's when, that was like my coming out party.
Yeah, it clicked.
Everything clicked. And then it was just, everything clicked. And then, I don't know. And it was just, I was going so fast.
Right.
I had to learn how to slow down.
Right.
I might have been leading, the first couple of games, I might have been leading the nation in charges.
Yeah.
Charges taken, like drawn. Like I would get like 2 charges a game just because I'm going so fast.
I remember. What did I tell you when we were?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. That he said you going to stop and shoot the floater and pull up. You know, like
floater. We've been working on the floater. Don't let him fool you. We've been working on the floater since high school. He just now started using it in the NBA, but it's a different ball game, and especially when those giants are coming as secondary help. It's easy getting past the first guy, but that second guy.
Yeah. Because in high school, I be seeing dudes talking about like high school, like help side,
right.
You know, I'm like, yo, in high school, there wasn't no help side.
Not at all.
Not no help side, and not no real help side. Like, it might have been, a dude stepped over, but he not 16.
Right.
I was a big guard. I was one of the biggest players on my team either way.
Right.
So, on the other opposing team, I was one of the biggest players,
right.
you know, unless we played super like Trinity or Northwood Temple when they had super talented kids.
Right.
But I was like, going around them, laying it in, like, I was like, he's 6'3", I'm 6'5".
Right. It's a difference. It's a difference. Talk about your relationship with Coach Roy, with Roy Williams, man, because a lot of people know him as being a great guy. From when I've met him, when he came down to recruit you or see you in the games, he just seems real genuine. So talk about your relationship with him.
It's different. I think it's different from a lot of people that come through there, just because of what I went through in high school. And him and my dad were close, and so when my dad passed, our relationship grew a lot.
Right.
Because he would check on me a lot. Just, you know, give me advice. You know, the one thing he said when I was in high school is that, you know, you're still a kid, so still do kid things. Just because, you know, it's just you and your mom, and I know you gotta take care of your mom, but don't stop that from being a kid. Like, don't try to grow too quickly, because you're gonna grow up regardless. Like, age is gonna catch up to you.
Right.
So so that was the biggest thing, and then I don't know, he really became more of like a father figure to me. Just because of, you know, he pushed me every day. He coached me every day, and I don't know, ever since day one, we just kind of clicked. And he's been by my side every step of the way. It's not, like I said, it's not too many college coaches that have come all the way to, you know, he in Chapel Hill, he came all the way to Chicago to see me play the New York Knicks on a Tuesday night. A Tuesday night, like during his season. So it's like, it's not too many college coaches that do that, and that just goes to show our relationship. Like, he was the first coach, like, he really believed in me. Like, even though, you know, when I didn't believe in myself, he was just always believing in me. Every day in practice, he pushed me. And I remember one day in practice, I was like, you know, in college is hard. So you got to practice, and I'm like, man, I don't early.
Not feeling it.
Yeah, I'm like, so I'm BSing. Like, I'm not getting back. Like, cause it wasn't because like I didn't want to. It was just because my mind wasn't there. Like, as a point guard at Carolina, you got to get back no matter what. You don't even crash the glass. So every time, like, I was forgetting to get back. And I remember I feel like I had got fouled. I'm like, bro, it's a foul.
Right.
And so I didn't get back, but I had sprinted back. By the time I sprinted back, like I think he was play tip. He did like a Euro step, and I blocked it. And Coach Robertson called a foul. He called a foul, and I looked at Coach Rob. I'm like, so he looked at me like, you should have got back. And so I'm frustrated. I was under my breath. Coach Moon started the whole practice, chewed me out for 20 minutes. He was just yelling. It's been a long time since I got chewed out like that. Like since my AE days, and I was playing with Coach K.
Yeah.
And so he chewed me out in front of everybody. Like he going on and on. Like everybody like. And like after practice, he told me he was just like, he apologized because that's the type of person he is. But he just told me like, if you want to be great, if you want to be
that accountability.
If you want to be great, like you gotta bring it every day.
And I think that's the big thing with coaches is what they got to understand is there's levels. You know, like when you get on a player like yourself, a lot of coaches are scared to when they get great players, even in high school or AAU, they tend to let the good players, you know,
slide.
They slide with everything. But no, I mean it's hard to get better like that for sure. So moving on up through the season, and you know, moving up the draft board, how did that feel? First of all, I told you in high school you was gonna be one and done. You didn't believe it. You didn't believe me. You was humble. I said your skill level of you know, with the ball, your height, the combination of what the NBA is looking for, I already had a feeling. But just walk me through like when you start slowly seeing your name go out the draft board and what ultimately led to your decision to go to the NBA.
Well, if I'm being real, like everybody know, like when I came to Carolina, I wasn't on any draft board. I was supposed to be like a multi-year guy, like a 3-year guy. So I kind of worked my way up. But to be honest, I didn't look at the draft boards or anything. Like I didn't know I was on the draft board until like January, where one of my guys from home, back in my hometown, just DM'd me and said congratulations, and he sent me a link, and I was like, what is he? So I went on the thing, and it said I was like top 10. I was in the top 10. That was my first time ever seeing my name on the draft board. Like obviously on Twitter, you hear people saying he's working his way up, you know, top 20 to the lottery or whatever. But I never like looked at the draft board. But once I seen that, it was just like crazy. Cause you was telling me I was gonna be one and done. My brother was like, he didn't necessarily tell me I was gonna be one and done, but he was.
Will, like, if anybody knows Will is very hard on Coby, but you know, he's a great guy. And he, like you said, he pushes you every day, but he ain't gonna tell you.
He ain't tell me I was one and done, but he was just telling me like, if you do what you got supposed to do, if you just play how you supposed to play, you will get there. So he was telling me, and I remember I had a conversation with Nasir, who was my teammate, and we was roommates, whatever. So we stayed up beside each other. And me and him, that's like my brother. We super close. We didn't even know each other until we got to Carolina. But our relationship was crazy, like how fast it grew. You know, he believed in me more than I believed in myself. When I was there, because he was telling me, bro, you can go top 10. And I was like, oh, like he was like, bro, you can go top 10. And
tell me now. Let me stop you there, because this gotta be insane. You guys are 18 years old. That's wild. But tell me, like, y'all were in the dorm room talking about that kind of stuff. Like, tell me, give me some stories about, you know, because it's a whole different type of level than the norm, or everybody else in, you know, mid-major, low major, all the way. They don't have these kind of conversations like, hey, bro, you can go top 10, like, in the NBA. You know what I mean? So talk about that, like, how exciting that was.
It was literally just like, because after we would play games, like, if I would play bad, he would be like, he would come in my room and say, like, you straight. If he would play bad or, like, he was frustrated, I would just go in his room and, like, and it kind of became like it's just the thing after every game. Like most of the time, we would just talk about what happened, what did during the game, moments that we had, what was turned, like, you know, things like that. So I don't know. We talked a lot about basketball.
So did you feel like there was a tremendous amount of pressure when you guys used to have those talks? You know, did you feel like there was a pressure to perform now that your name was on the draft board?
Nah, not really. For me, it was just going out there and hooping. Like I said, for me, when I'm on the court, it's like I'm just hooping. Like I don't think about nothing else. It's like just me playing basketball, me feeling like I was playing the wild
Right.
when I was 14 years old.
Right.
So like when I'm on the court, I'm just out there playing.
Right.
But nah, not really. I mean, I was just going out there hooping. The only time it kind of bothered me was that when we played Duke at Duke, and I knew that was the game that's gonna be.
Let's talk about that game. I said, oh my God, so let's talk about that game. Now, you know, I know you and Zion and RJ, y'all all cool. Let's talk about, you know, the hype of Zion and how did it affect you in that game. I think Obama was there.
Yeah.
I mean,
we met Obama.
Did you?
Yeah.
Like, but just let's talk about, like, I think did he come in the locker room?
Uh-huh.
So like, talk about the experience of playing in Cameron and that game in particular.
That game was crazy. I feel like than any other North Carolina Duke game because it had Zion.
Right.
And the game was just so live. Like,
Right.
It was so hyped up.
Right.
And what really hurt it, well, obviously, was when Zion blew
Right.
through his shoe.
Right.
That was kind of like,
Right.
because because they was everybody like do.
Right.
So we was like, we wanted to beat them at full strength.
Right.
Like, when they had everybody.
So there was no excuses.
Yeah.
Right.
So when he got hurt, kind of ruined the game.
Right.
But that game was crazy. Coming into it, I knew, like, nobody told me, but I knew, like, I was playing against Trey Jones,
Right.
who was one of the top defenders in the country.
Yeah.
And I found out he was one of the
He got straps.
I found out he was one of the top defenders in the country,
Yeah.
and I think he held me to, like, I had like 8 points.
Yeah.
I had like 6 turnovers.
Right.
So he locked me up.
Yeah.
And after that game, I had a lot of respect for him.
Yeah.
But I knew, like, that was gonna be like solidify myself as like,
Right.
he top 10.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
locked
yeah.
it. And once that happened, there was some questions on the table.
Right.
There was some questions on the table. So, we won the game
Yeah.
by like 15.
Yeah.
But that game was difficult for me.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's all about winning.
Right.
So once we won the game, I was just like, it's whatever. Like,
Yeah.
whatever. Forget how I played. Like, we play them again.
Right.
And
Talk about that, because that was the coming out party versus that. I think that was a game where I'm starting to hear Jay Billis and the guys who were commentating the game like, yeah, Coby White. You know, I think when you hit the step back on Reddish,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, he in his bag. He's in his bag. But like, I think that's when people start like, okay, because it was, you know, those games are the biggest stages where
Yeah.
everybody's watching. So
Yeah.
how did it feel to do well in that game at home?
It was a great feeling.
Right.
It was kind of, cause like I said, like at the end of the day, it's about winning. But as a player and as a kid who got dreams and aspirations of being in the NBA, when it's possible, like when it's very possible that you can become that, you always got in the back of your head. Like that game, I had in the back of my head, like I gotta solidify myself.
Right.
Like I gotta like prove like I'm top, like, you know, top of my class,
Right.
in this draft class.
Right.
So I think that game was crazy. It was
Right.
our senior night, so there was a lot of emotion going on.
Right.
First half, I played okay. I had to step back, and then I rejected the screen,
Right.
went behind the bag,
Yeah.
and then finished like that.
Yeah.
So that was lit. I think first half I had like 8 points,
Yeah.
and then the second half I scored like 12 straight.
Yeah.
12, it was like 12 or 10 straight.
All right.
And I don't know. That was after that game. Like I was like, that's when you go on social media. You
Right.
got everybody.
Right.
He's this, he's that.
Right.
Like, you know, Jay Billis had me in his top 5.
Right.
He was showing love.
Right.
He had me in his top 5. And that game was just like, all right, like I'm like,
Yeah. I'm here.
and I also had to prove to myself. Like
Right.
after I played Trey Jones, I had to prove to myself that I belong.
Right.
And then after that game, because after we played Duke at Duke, and he killed me, locked me up, was killing me. I kind of told myself, like I went back and I was just like, I never like let myself,
Right.
you know, I never do that again.
Right.
Like allow myself to get locked up again.
What adjustments did you make as a player with a great on ball defender like Trey? Like what adjustments did you make for the second game?
I worked after that.
Yeah.
I got with Kendall Marshall,
Right.
and I worked on it.
Right.
And it was, I think he helped me out a lot.
Right.
We watched film on it, and I think we went over little drills, and he pressured me.
Right.
And he showed me like ways to get them off and
Right.
stuff like that.
Right.
So Kendall helped me a lot on it, and then I think second game, I just came with a different mentality. Like, he made me a better player. Like,
Right.
he made my mentality, he made me go harder than what I was. He made me he humbled me in some ways. Like, he humbled me.
Right.
And the second game, I just came with a mentality like,
I don't care who you
I don't care who you are, I'm killing whoever in front of me.
Right.
And I think that's what happened.
Right.
And then second half, I just got hot. Like, because the game was close.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, it's my lap. It's
Yeah.
it. Like, I'm about to take over.
Yeah.
So I hit the size up first,
Right.
and then got an and one,
Right.
then hit the step back,
Right.
and then hit the jab 3. And I'm like, and that separated us, and I'm like,
Yeah.
like, I'm on it, like, I'm
in that
time.
time.
Yeah, I'm in that time.
So talk to me about moving on to, you know, obviously you moving up the draft board, you see yourself in the top 10. Now you're a lottery pick. Now your life changes after the season's over. What led you to know that you was ready for the NBA? I know you talked it over with your family, but you know, was that game that moment where you felt like it was time, or like was it hard to make that decision?
After we played, after that game, at Ding Dong, I was like, I'm out of here. Like, I no, for real. Like, in the back of my head, I'm like, I ain't coming back.
Right.
Like, I'm not coming back.
Right.
And the only thing I wanted after that, because I knew my family wasn't going to let me come back
Right.
at the end of the day, but they was going to respect my decision. If I wanted to come back, they was going to support me either way.
Right.
But I knew, like, they always, like, my family, you know, they always like, what's your decision? Like,
Right.
but I know, like,
Yeah.
leave. Like,
Right. Right.
but the only thing that I wanted was, I had talked to Coach Williams about it and
Right.
get his blessing. That's the only thing that I really wanted, just
Right.
because.
Was that nerve-wracking or not really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in the back of your head, you always got them rumors.
Right.
You know, that you hear about,
Right.
I'm saying, like, oh, you know, you need to come back, which is completely not true.
Right.
We had the meeting, and he told me, me being selfish, like, I want you to play, and I want you to come back and play for me, but that's me being selfish.
Right.
And he was like, if you come back and play, you'll be the best point guard in the nation. So, but he said, me being realistic, you should leave.
Right.
Like, you gotta leave, like, you're a top 10 pick.
Right.
And he was like, with your family situation, like, it's best for you to leave.
Right.
And I said, after I heard that, that's when
Right.
after we had that meeting, I called my family and I was like, I'm gone.
Right.
And then the next day I announced that I was leaving.
Right. Walk me through draft night. I was there. It was the most nerve-wracking thing on my side. And I'm watching the draft board like, man, like, Ford, come on, man. Like, come on, somebody draft my guy. It was nerve-wracking being there. Nerve-wracking for everybody in Eastern North Carolina as well, in Chapel Hill as well, that were watching it. Just walk me through, in your mind, just sitting down there with all this lights and media. How did it feel?
You got to be in the moment.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, and you know, you know who basically gonna be in the top 3. You
Right.
know who's gonna be Zion, John, RJ. You
Right.
knew that was gonna be top 3. And then it was kind of like wide open.
Right.
Like, it's just whoever the team wanted.
Right.
So I'm sitting there, them 3 go or whatever, and I'm like, boom. And then I seen Minnesota swap picks with Phoenix. Because to be honest, I thought I was going to go to Phoenix. And then when they swapped picks, I'm like, because I had worked out for Minnesota and they was rocking me. So I'm like, I'm going to Minnesota.
Right.
And then my agent was like, Minnesota not picking you. So then I'm like, cool, I'm definitely going to Chicago. Like, I'm definitely going 7.
So in that process, you pretty much know.
I knew
once,
like the 4th pick, I knew,
Right.
because then the trade happened, I think.
Right.
Or my agent came back to the table and was
Right.
like, Minnesota not picking you, or
Right.
whatever. So I'm like, cool, it ain't no problem. We're going to Chicago with it.
Yeah.
So then 7 pick came up, and I knew I was getting picked at
Right.
7. So it was like, you know, with the 7 pick, this shit.
Right.
Those words, I can
Yeah.
still hear Adam, you know,
Right.
Adam Silver.
You just watch it, so you watch it so much.
Yeah, saying those words, like, with the 7th pick in the 2019 NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select Coby White from the University.
Right.
Yeah, like, I can recite, but, so, I don't know, it's just your heart going crazy.
Yeah.
You don't know what to think.
Right.
It's like, and then afterwards, it's like, well, afterwards, people don't know, I ain't know, You got an hour media circuit.
Right.
So you don't even have time to think about it.
Right.
You don't have time to think about it.
Right into it.
But then after I got to the hotel room, cause like you guys was there.
Yeah.
My 2 boys, Quill and Corey, were home for that.
Right.
So I get to the hotel room. I'm like, yeah, like
Yeah.
I just got drafted. Like
Yeah.
it's good. Like it's lit. Like
Yeah.
So it was fun. I mean, like you said, your whole life changed in every aspect.
Right.
In every aspect. Yeah. Once you get there, you're no longer normal.
Right.
You're not a normal kid anymore.
Right.
Because everybody watches every move.
Right.
And anything you do, you held responsible for
Right.
it, and it's on a way bigger stage than what it was before.
Right. It had to have been an amazing feeling for sure. So talk to me about now you get drafted in the NBA. Your first wow moment in the league. You grow up watching these guys: LeBron, KD, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, which is one of your favorite players. Who was your first wow moment where you like, bro, I'm on the court with with some of the guys that I idolized growing up?
My first wow moment, I would say, was probably when we played Bron.
Yeah.
We played Bron. We played Lakers early in the year.
Yeah.
We played them early in the year. We played with Bron, and he huge. He huge. He a freight train.
Yeah.
He really a freight train.
Right.
I remember we played Bron. I had 15 in the first half, so
Right.
I'm feeling good about myself.
Yeah.
Playing against Bron. The second half, I remember Bron saying, I got Kobe. So
Yeah.
I'm turned.
Yeah. That's dope.
And
That's
then,
dope.
And
That's
then,
dope.
I remember we was up by like 20.
Right.
We was up by 20. They slowly started coming back, and then Bron and AD wasn't even playing.
Right.
Bron and AD wasn't even playing. So we up by like 20. It's fourth quarter, Bron and AD come back. I think AD came back first. He started cooking.
Yeah.
And Bron came back. And he, like, I ain't never seen somebody, like, just take control of the game.
Right.
And he just,
Yeah. Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, we was just up 20. And he really, like, took over the game. But
Right.
it's not like nobody, like, when I think of taking over the game.
Like scoring.
Yeah, I'm thinking, like, okay.
Yeah.
Nah, he was, like,
Facilitating.
directing, like
Right.
he talking in the middle of the play.
Right.
Like he on the block, he talking like you go. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Cause I think I was on the bench.
Yeah.
And I'm looking. I think it was Denzel Valentine. Somebody. I'm like, bro. I'm like, bro.
He's real.
You see that?
Yeah.
I'm like, and Denzel like, trying to tell you, like he different. And I was like, yeah, that's the first. Like he was. Every pad, open shot, AD, live. I'm like, yo,
Wow.
he really the best player in the world.
Right.
Like, he the best player in the world, bro.
Really?
But granted, I ain't seen KD live.
Right.
Like, I ain't played, like, cause he was hurt.
Right.
I ain't seen Steph live.
Right.
Cause he was, hurt
Right.
most of the year. So I ain't seen none of them guys live.
Right.
So but from what I seen
right now.
when I seen
Yeah.
Bron got it, yo.
Yeah. Yeah, that's got to be a crazy feeling as a kid. Now talk to me about let's go into the financial realm. It's a whole different. You're 19, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Talk to me about being smart with your money and things that you and your team talk about. That you can give other kids that may be on this path or just in life in general when they start working. Advice on what to do with their money.
For me, the goal right now, the position I'm in, the goal obviously is to be the best basketball player I can be, and that's to be an all-star superstar in the league, one of the best point guards in the league. But other than that, the goal right now for me is for me to take care of my family,
Right.
make sure my mom don't work again, and have generational wealth.
Mm-hmm.
So when I have kids, they won't have to worry, they be set. They didn't have to grow up like how I grew up, like
Right.
in a single wide trailer, and
Right.
not having none. Cause I know when I grew up personally, like when I had friends, I would be embarrassed when they come to the house.
Right.
Like, cause I wouldn't I remember one time my friend, cause he lived in like a 2-story house, like in one of the richest neighborhood, like nice neighborhood in Goldsboro. And I'm like, this is the first time coming over here. I'm like, I'm just gonna let you know, like I live in like a trailer, like a single wide trailer. And he was like, nah, stop lying. Cause like, we would never know, cause the way I carry myself, like I don't carry myself like I'm like that. And my family, my mom and my sister especially, my sister was the first person I think that bought me a pair of J's.
Right.
She was like, so she always made sure I had decent clothes on.
Right.
So he went over there and he looked at me. He said, "I ain't believe you." I'm like, "Told you." He said, "Everything ain't what it cracked up to be."
Right.
So just that. So they didn't have to do they ain't have to go through that stuff. So my kids don't have to go through that stuff. Kids, college, whatever they want to do, everything be set up for them. Like college paid for.
Right.
So that's what I'm thinking about. So like when I first got to the league, the first thing I told my financial advisor was like, I want to save to where if I never get an NBA contract again,
be good.
I'll be good. Like I'll be good.
Right.
Like and then I can focus on other stuff.
Right.
Rather than some people blow their money and then they have to get another job.
Right.
Rather than if I'm good enough, I can do whatever, like start my own business.
Right.
I can invest.
Right.
I can do stuff like that.
Right.
Just so in case something do happen,
right,
I'll be set.
Yeah, you got
because really
several sources of income.
Really, you want to get to your second contract.
Right.
That's where the big money comes. But in reality, now because of the economy and whatever, and money so high, like you know, in the league, you get paid so much money. You good like your rookie like your first contract, especially if you a high pick.
Right.
Like, you good. Like you just gotta make it work.
Right. Right. Cool deal. So tell me how it is playing with some of your teammates, especially Zach LaVine. You know, Mr. Athleticism. But tell me how it is playing with guys like that. You know, in your first year.
It's surreal, bro. It's crazy because before all this stuff happened, I was in the gym and we had kind of like a shoot around day. Like it was practice, but it was more light because we was coming up. I think we was coming up with a lot of games, and we had a game next day. So I'm looking at the gym and I see Chris Dunn, like I said earlier, who I follow that probably he a killer. So I seen Chris Dunn, he over here. You see Denzel Valentine, who me and my mom used to watch, and he was at Michigan State.
Right.
He was tough. He's still tough.
Yeah.
He's still tough.
Yeah.
But he was tough. So my mom seen him and said, "Oh yeah, I used to watch you at Michigan State."
Yeah.
So like seeing him, then I see Thaddeus Young, who been in the league so long. Who I remember him when he was killing. He was at the Sixers.
Right.
Then I see Otto Porter, who I remember at Georgetown, and then I remember him in DC when they made the playoff run.
Right.
Then you see Zach.
Yeah.
And then you see, you know, them guys, they kind of, and then Wendell. Like, I was just playing AAU with Wendell.
Right.
He a year older than me.
Right.
And then you see Zach, who's like, who I watched in the dunk contest growing up. And then you realize when you get there that this dude is way much more than a dunker. He's a super ultra bucket. Right. And my guy deserved to be All-Star this year. Yeah. But he's crazy talented. Right. The stuff he does is just, he makes it look effortless. Right. And like I'll be telling me and my brother talking about it. It's like it's no funny, but like it's beautiful. Like the stuff that he be doing, like his footwork, like poetry. It's poetry in motion. Like how he get to a spot. So them guys, and then I see like Ryan Arcidiacono, who led Villanova, you know, to championship. Yeah. He beat the Tar Heels, he beat the Chapel Hill, but like it's just I was in high school when that happened. Right. So it's like you don't imagine yourself
in
playing
2 years though.
Yeah, like you don't imagine yourself playing with these guys.
Yeah. Talk about your start to the season and before the coronavirus and everything really turning up. I mean, you was on a tear. I said, okay, if he had that, and you know, rookie of the year type, you know, he was moving. So talk to me about, you know, that, and then the coronavirus affecting the stop, and how you feel about the season just stopping abruptly.
My start of the year was rough. Yeah. Up and down. My first 2 games I played really well, and then that kind of went on it was rough. Yeah. You hit the rookie wall. All of that's real. Those who don't know, the rookie wall is real. You get ups and downs, and NBA is lonelier than people think. Like people think just because you got all this money, they think you got this, that, the third. Like it's lonely. You on the road. I'm 19. I was 19. I just turned 20 like a month ago. So I'm 19. It's dudes that's 27, 30, 30. Like, you know, it's not like in college where
everybody's 18.
And then you can go to their room. What's good? Like, like this he 30. This his chance to get away from, you know, the kids. Right.
Right.
And the wife. So he relaxing. He
Right.
don't want to deal with them 19-year-old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it gets lonelier than what people think it is. So when people talk about, when NBA players talk about depression,
Right.
and all, and you know, anxiety and stuff like that, like you can, once you get to leave, because I was one of those guys, like when they all came out, I'm like, man, he a millionaire.
Right.
What you worried about? You
Right.
good. But nah, like
It's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure because you always working towards the next contract, or you always working towards your goals, like to be an all-star. And it's like, so for some people you get paid all this money, and if you're not an all-star, like they look at you, you know, like you know, because that's what you projected to be, and it's like a lot of pressure on you, like especially when you're young, because you don't really know, like me, like it's the pressure. Like, I'm trying to work towards the second contract, like, and I gotta perform, like, and it's not just basketball no more. It's corporate, it's business. It's not basketball no more. It's not just you waking up and going to hoop. Nah, it's a lot more that go into it. So it's, and that during my rookie year, I kind of went through some of that stuff. This pressure, like I'm a 7th pick, like I'm Coby White, like I'm supposed to be a killer. I'm supposed to be a scorer. I'm supposed to be this, I'm supposed to be that, and I wasn't doing that. Like I ain't never, like it was games I had 3 points, 4 points. I don't even remember the last time I had. No, I'm not even trying to be funny. Not even middle school, fam. Not even middle school. I don't remember the last time I had three points, bro, in a game. So I was going 109. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, I'm a bum. Like, what am I doing? And I'm like, and then people talking to me like, it's a process, bro. Like, everybody starts somewhere. Cause I'm looking at my peers. Like, I'm looking at Ja. I'm looking at RJ, Kendrick Nunn, like Tyler Hero, and they going crazy.
Yeah, they was killing.
They killing, and I'm sitting here, I'm like, that's like what's going, like, bro, like, that's me.
Speak on the transition of, you know, you starting from high school, college. That transition of coming off the bench had to be very, very tough for you.
It's difficult.
Yeah, because I mean, like, you know, just people think that it's, you know, it's hard to catch a rhythm if you're not getting warm from the jump.
Sometimes if you don't catch that rhythm and quickly enough, you back to the bench. So it's like you go in, it's like you don't make your first couple shots. For anyone coming off the bench, like, you make your first couple shots, and it's like. So I mean, but that's how basketball is, period, on any level. On any level, of course. But I had never dealt with it. Like, anywhere in high school, I was the man. College, the man. NBA, I'm the 7th man in the rotation. Like, I'm not the man no more. Like, I'm not him. I'm just the.
Do you think that drove you though?
Facts. I hate being, you know. You know me, like I like anywhere I've been a man, so I've been used to that. And when I'm not that no more, I'm like, I'm a nobody. That's how I just feel though. I'm nobody. Like I'm in the league, but I'm nobody. So it pushed me like I want to be one of those guys. I want to be top. You know what I'm saying? One of those guys that you can trust, or that you like.
That Shannon Sharp and them boys is talking about on ESPN in the top 5 point guard conversation.
Be that guy. It's like that's
the goal.
So like it drives you, but so like I said, it was hard. So in February, I think I started to pick things up. Got a little bit more minutes, started to pick things up. Guys was injured. So then I didn't get picked for the Rising Stars game. That was kind of like, you know, you could, like, I could say it didn't bother me, but it's in Chicago. I was 7th pick. I'm like, and I can't represent
my city.
The city. You know? So that happened. So then afterwards, I don't know, something clicked. Something clicked. I just
think everything probably, you know, and this is what the young kids have to understand nowadays is you go through that adversity, it builds you. No matter how mad you get, but you know, it's like you said, it's a process. People are so quick that I don't like it, so I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Instead of saying, okay, came off the bench and motivated you, didn't make Rising Stars. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys one of these days, and then it turns on. I kept telling myself and people, I'm like, wait till everything clicked. When it come together,
y'all gonna see.
Right.
Cause I know at the end of the day, I'm gonna put in the work to be great.
Right.
And I'm gonna challenge myself every day to be great.
Right.
But wait till everything come together. And I had to tell myself, like, everybody start from somewhere.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Kyle Lowry, I look at Kyle Lowry.
Right.
Like, look where he started from. And now he's one of the best point guards in the league.
Right.
Like, it wasn't always sweet for him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He grinded.
Right.
So I'm looking at it as, like, everybody start from somewhere. And I don't know, like, I just got out there, I got comfortable. I got real comfortable.
Right.
And once that happened, like, it was, like, cool.
Yeah.
Like, and, like, I owe my teammates, because they knew what I could do. They seen it in training camp, they seen it in practice. And,
Right.
you know, preseason, I was killing.
Right.
And, like, really, like, Denzel,
Mm-hmm.
Chris Dunn, and Zach, Thad, like, everybody, they was, like, but man, you know, those guys, like, Zach, Thad, Chris Dunn, Denzel, and Shaq Harrison,
Mm-hmm.
those was, like, really, like, Thad kind of, when you hear from Thad, he the OG, he been around the league,
Right.
and you hear it, like, when he tell you stuff, you listen, you lock in, so when he believe in you,
Right.
you know, it's like, okay,
Right.
if he been around the league, he played with great players. Like, if he believes in me, he believes I can do what I can do.
Right.
Then I got to show it. Like, I just got to go out there and play. And then Zach was always in my ear, like, you know what you're capable of. Like, you know what you can do. You know you different. Like, you just got to go out there and prove you different. Stop thinking so much and go out there and just hoop. So we played Phoenix, and I had 33.
Right.
Cool. I had 20. Like, it was games, but something felt different. You know, I had 29 against Knicks.
Right.
26 against Milwaukee back to back.
Right.
And then I had in Charlotte I had 28 or something like that.
Right.
So I had big games before, but this game felt different.
Right.
Like, this game felt like I'm in the groove.
Yeah.
So then we played DC.
Right.
And I'm feeling it from the beginning. I think I had like 26 at half.
Right.
And I was doing crazy.
Yeah.
And I was in a good groove.
Right.
And then we played Oklahoma City. I remember Chris calling me. CP called me and was like, well, he texted me, I think. Or he called me one of them the day before the game. He was like, you're not getting 33. He said, you're not getting 30. Like, so I'm like, you know me, I'm humble. Like, I ain't really tripping. I'm like, all right, like, cool, like, whatever. I trying to get the win at the end of the day. I think I had 35. and I was like, I'm in a good groove.
Right.
So then things just started clicking. I don't know, like, start opening up, start reading stuff different.
Right.
I just think, and I had a lot of help from Coach Flynn, who's one of my assistant, who's like my player coach, one of my assistant coaches, and everything. Bro, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
I ain't changed nothing.
Yeah.
I guess my mentality changed and everything built up. And I'm like, I got tired of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You got fed up. Talk to me about you and CP's relationship. I know you played for his AAU team, and he's like a big brother as well. Talk to me about the influence he's had on your game and just, life in general.
He's always been there since I met him. I met him when I was 15, 16.
Right.
He was always kind of know my sister. They were around the same age. They knew each other. He was cool. My sister was cool with his wife Jada.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of always knew each other. So 15s, I played for Team War. Things didn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
Not mutual, but things didn't really work out how I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Leaky Black just left.
Mm-hmm.
My boy Leak just left CP when he was 16. They needed a point guard.
Mm-hmm.
So my sister was like, talk to him, whatever, and they let me come up there for a workout. And I played good in the workout, and they was like, they asked me did I want to play 17s and 16s. 17 was loaded.
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't gonna get that much time.
Right.
And I had already kind of built a relationship with the guys in 16, John Newman, Trey Turner, those guys. So I was like, nah, I want to play 16.
Right.
I'm still a kid at the end of the day, and I just want to
play.
I want to play. Like, so, but you get this thing like 17. You play 17 in the EYBL, and you play a little bit. Colleges, like, they offer you just because it's so hard to play them.
Right.
So I went 16. I started playing, and then I met CP. We just had a relationship ever since then. He gave me his number, his personal contact. And anytime I needed him, he would check on me all the time. Anytime I needed something, he would call me, or I would call him, and he was always there. Knew my dad died. He was just kind of there for me all the time, and he helped me and my family a lot.
Right.
So he was just always there for support.
Right.
And then when I was at college, if I had a good game, he would text me. If I had a bad game, he was like text me, told me I'm alright. And it's just family. Like my mom and his mom are super close.
That's dope. That's dope.
His dad and my brother talk on the phone a lot.
That's dope.
And I don't know, like his dad came all the way to Chicago just to see me play.
That's dope.
Him and some of his dad's boys came. And, like, we wasn't even playing CP. He wanted to come see me play.
Wow. That's great to have mentors like that, especially from a great like CP. So talk to me. What advice do you have for all the youth out there? From a basketball standpoint and then from a life standpoint. I want you to be realistic because some of the kids have unrealistic goals. That's what I try to hint on in this podcast. I want them to know the truth. There are slim Coby Whites that it's not going to happen all the time. Between you and Dayron and, there's 5 or 6 kids, that really go to that level and then actually have an opportunity to go to that other level. So just give the kids some advice on, being realistic and where they should set their dreams and goals.
Yeah. So like I said, you should never stop chasing your dreams.
Right.
At the end of the day, you shouldn't stop chasing your dreams. But at the same time, you gotta be smart and you gotta be real with yourself.
Right.
And for me, it's me to make where I'm in that point, whatever, like not even whole number, like point something percent of the world. Right. Like only 60 players get drafted a year. And it's only like how many in the league? Like 600 or something like that. It's like that. And it's a billion. It's a billion. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's not, when you look, because even when I was in high school, people would tell me, do you want to go to the bed? I'm like, yeah. But in the back of my head, I'm like, I knew it's that point percentile. I'm like,
and I had to realize that, you know what I mean? When I was going through, it's everybody's dream.
Yeah.
I would play for the Lakers. I was a big time Kobe Bryant fan, and when you get to college, it's like, okay, when you know. Yeah. But I just like, all right, bro, I'm gonna have to figure out something else because, but I was real with myself.
Yeah.
When I think that's the hardest part for a lot of players, even when they get to that level after to know what to do with their life. So you can start preparing early. Yeah,
you always gotta have a fallback plan.
Right.
And you always, through life, basketball is not all you're interested in.
Right.
In reality, it's not all that you might say like basketball is my life.
Right.
Like basketball is not my life.
Right.
Like it's not my life, but I love the game and I love playing basketball. And basketball helped me in ways anything can help me.
Right. Networking.
Yeah. Networking, just stress, life. Like basketball is my outlet.
Right.
But I love music.
Right.
I love family.
Right.
I love like films. Like there's other things in the world.
What would you question? What would you do if you wasn't hooping? What do you think your profession would be? Say you went to college and you got out of college. What would your profession?
It would definitely be something with sports. But I also would like to try to run my own business. I ain't gonna lie. I wanna have my own record label.
Okay.
Like that's what I love music.
Right.
And I can't rap.
Right.
I can't sing.
Right.
But I love to listen to music, and I feel like music speaks to me in different ways than other people value music.
Right.
So one thing I want to do is have my own record label.
Right.
So some of that sort. Like, but like at the end of the day, like. Everybody not gonna make it. Everybody not gonna go to the NBA. Everybody not gonna go play professional football. Everybody not. So you gotta have something. Like I said, it comes back to being realistic with yourself.
Right.
You gotta find something, or you're gonna be lost.
Right.
You're gonna be lost because when the real world hit.
Right.
And one thing I learned is in this world, everything I've been through, my dad dying, how I grew up. Don't nobody feel sorry for you.
Not at all.
Don't nobody feel sorry for you.
Right.
Like at the end of the day, you 25, whatever how old you are, they're not gonna feel sorry for you.
Right.
And people don't feel sorry for you. The world, like real world, not gonna feel sorry for you, bro. They're gonna knock you down. They're not gonna help you back up. It's gonna be on yourself to get back up. And I just feel I learned that. Like when my dad died, like I could sit around and pout about it. I could sit around and be sad. I could sit around and be hurt. But at the end of the day, if I meet somebody, they know my story. Oh, like I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, they gonna go home to their family. They not gonna go to sleep at night thinking about me.
Right.
Like they gonna carry on with their life. So
Right.
sisters not gonna feel sorry for me.
Right.
So when I learned that is when I was like, when I learned that people not gonna feel sorry for you is whenever I kind of like, that's when my whole demeanor changed,
Right.
like to life. Like
Right.
even though like I knew how good I was in basketball, I also when I got to school, like some people they get to school and they know they're going to the league or whatever, or they know that they don't try.
Right.
Like, they, when I got to school, I tried hard.
Right.
Like I think, cause I'm not an easy school. I had like
Right.
a 2.8 or something like that for my freshman year,
Mm-hmm.
cause I knew like the ball ain't gonna bounce forever. And
Yeah.
just like,
And I tell people all the time, look at guys, RIP to the great Coby Bryant, but man, he had it figured out.
he knew
He was passionate, and like from a business standpoint,
Exactly.
with body armor and
anything,
everything, yeah.
like building relationships, like even what
Right.
he was doing with the Mamba
yeah,
place in
Mama Academy,
Mamba Academy,
yeah,
and even he was just giving kids platform. How many legends, Hall of Famers was going to high school girls games to
Right.
watch the elite talent?
right,
Not many people was doing like
Right.
he the only one I knew that would do that like.
right,
And I love WNBA. I
Right.
love watching girls play because I just think they're not athletic as guys, not
Right.
dunking, but girls is crazy. They dunking now, but
Right.
they're not dunking, but they
Yeah.
were so skilled.
Right.
Like you really watch girls play, you see how skilled they are because they don't have the athletic genes that we have.
right,
They so skilled, they so talented. Like
Mhm.
so, like I love watching. And like for him, like I already had super respect because I love Coby Bryant and I looked up to him because of his mentality towards the game.
Mhm.
But as I got older, you realize like it's more than just basketball with him.
Mhm.
Like and I had
And he applied that
Yeah.
that mentality to everything. Even look at guys like Shaquille O'Neal.
Bro,
Shaq's
what?
another one. Shaq is just as famous as he was now than he was when he was playing.
He
Yeah.
might be more famous because
Right.
I see how commercials and
Right.
people don't even watch basketball know Shaquille O'Neal is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, man. Give me one more piece of advice for the kids about work ethic, and as they're chasing their dreams, what they need to be focusing on, and just talk about working hard.
I just feel like you should never work will get you everything. If you don't work, you won't get nowhere.
Mhm.
Without work, with a work ethic, you won't get anywhere you want in life. And that's just like not with basketball or sports.
Right.
That's just with life, period. Like, I knew I was gonna say something. I was gonna say, like with basketball or like anything, like I could tell you, like you gotta make connections.
Right.
You gotta network. Like for me, like I knew the basketball balance, but if I got a chance to talk to somebody that was important, I'm gonna talk to them. And that's kind of changed since I was a kid. Like remember when I was in high school.
Oh yeah, when he was in high school, he didn't like to. We practiced the interview process because I told you how important it was going to be for your future for when you start interviewing. And now, but like, just having that personality.
Yeah.
Because and that's why I think for me, that's why I love Greenfield because it shaped me, regardless whether you love the basketball and you didn't like the school part of it. All right, nobody likes school, but like it taught you to be around younger kids and be around older kids and being around people who have businesses already, and now you're making those connections. But the network is what's going to get you through life. I was able through my process to call Greenfield and able to start training at Greenfield, like just because of the network that I kept open. So.
Yeah, exactly. So networking, I would say being able to have personality and being able to, for kids, being able to break out of their shell.
Right.
Because it's not easy. It's obviously not easy. It took me a long time to even be able to, like, imagine me in high school doing this podcast.
Right.
It would be way different from how I'm doing it now. For real.
You feel me?
Yeah, like, it would just be stuff like that. And kids don't realize it, but just by you talking to people and you being articulate, like it'll take you a long way. So I just say work hard, never stop following your dreams, but also be realistic with yourself. And for me, it's just being a good person at the end of the day.
Right.
Because I'm a firm believer, like my family installed this to me, like good things happen to good people.
Of course.
And if you do that, I feel like, and for me, I don't, you know, a lot of people, I don't know what religion, you know, people that watch, I don't know what religion they,
Right.
But for me, keeping God first and
Right.
staying prayed up,
Right.
and just having strong faith helped me a lot. Like, I believe God has a plan for everybody, and I believe,
Right.
like, my plan was to be in the NBA.
Right.
Like, that's just something I believe.
Right.
So I just think being family oriented, putting God first, working hard, whatever you want to do, I feel like in your dreams though, whenever you want to do, following your dreams, you gotta give it your all.
Right.
And you gotta sacrifice, and you gotta attack it head on.
Right.
At the end of the day, if you don't give it your all, you're not gonna, what you put in is what you get out of it.
Right.
If you don't put in 100%, you're not gonna get 100% back.
Right. Right.
And I'm not gonna say your dreams will always come true, because that's not
Right.
real.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you will set yourself up better than what you.
That's what people don't understand. So like, if you don't get to the NBA, if you setting yourself up with all those other qualities that you just talked about, okay, maybe you might become an NBA scout.
Yeah.
And you're still around the realm that you want to be around. You know, without actually being a player. So, well, look, man, we're gonna wrap it up. That's episode 3 with my guy Coby White. Man, appreciate you coming out, bro.
Sure.
All right, make sure y'all go follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next time.